Greetings to all on the other side of the screen, and welcome back to Overly Positive Vlogs. And oh my gosh, my favourite Disney cartoon is back! Yep, the Owl House Season 3 has returned for the second of 3 specials with For the Future. And naturally, I enjoyed this one quite a bit. We return back to the Demon Realm and see all the ways it's changed in the months since Season 2. And yeah, things are certainly different with the Collector around. He's basically turned everyone into puppets with a few small exceptions. And one of the few pleasant things about the status quo is that Odalia has been put in her place. Because, let's be honest, she deserves it. And of course we learned some interesting tidbits about the Collector, such as the fact that apparently there was a whole race of them. And they might have a few more questionable methods about them. Like, there's definitely that passage in the book that had been scribbled out by our Collector, and it definitely seems to suggest something like genocide, as it were. Yeah, and of course, the character development among our main lot was still just as great as always. And dang, I think I need to add Willow on the list of kids who need a hug, because she is definitely Steven Universing herself right now. And of course, Hunter. Oh god, Hunter. He is definitely not fine in this one, considering everything that happened to him, and thanks for them. But yeah, it was nice to see that moment near the end where he actually snaps Willow out of her funk by pointing out how much her and Gus mean to him. Well, and the rest of the Hex Squad as well, but mostly Willow and Gus. And then there's that little handhold moment between him and Willow near the end, and that was just the cutest thing ever. And of course, Luz's mother, Camilla, she gets some great moments from her first time in the Demon Realm, pointing out all the weird stuff there that freaks her out, and, you know, it's all just really great. But when she does finally get to have a proper talk with Luz, while Luz is beating herself up, that was so earned. Like, I remember thinking back in Thanks to Them that Luz just being sad all the time was, like, really hard to watch, because she was such a happy kid at the start of the show, and she was just beating herself up over stuff that really wasn't her fault. And honestly, it was so nice to have this big heart-to-heart scene between Luz and her mother, especially that last bit when Luz's Paladin awakens, because Luz finally realizes that all she really wanted was to just be understood. Like, yeah, that got to me. And Luz's Talisman is a shape-changing snake thingy that kind of makes me think of the Toothless's kids. Is that just me? Yeah. But yeah, gotta admit, I wasn't expecting one of the major threats of the episode to be from Basha, of all people. Like, that mean girl hasn't been relevant since the Grudgeby episode, and suddenly she's trying to make a power play and taking over the community that's set up at the school. Oh yeah, and speaking of threats coming up out of nowhere, Kikimora's still here, and yeah, everyone's basically just done with her. I kind of liked that. But yeah, we also got some stuff with Belos as well. Like, some real creepy moments with, like, he's barely holding together and he tries to possess a Grimwalker body only for that to start decomposing. It's all just... yeesh. Oh yeah, Hunter has magic now. Like, okay, that wasn't a development I was really expecting. Now, I did notice there's a little bit of discourse surrounding this development and possible curing disabled characters. You know, that old trope. I don't know, I guess we'll just have to see what happens in the next episode. Like, if Hunter getting magic only extends to him doing that speed boost he got with Flapjack anyway, I could accept that. But yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Oh yeah, we also learned that apparently Titan magic could counteract Collector magic, which might possibly explain why we don't have Titans around anymore. Yeah. Who'd have thought our unstable little child is actually the nicest of the Collectors out of all of them? But yeah, unfortunately, with him still being in the mentality of a very young kid, he is obviously vulnerable to Belos whispering in his ear, and yeah, things might get a bit intense in the finale. But yeah, overall, that's probably all I have to say about the Owl House for the future. I greatly enjoyed it, and obviously I'm definitely going to look forward to the finale. Just a shame that this is all we're getting.